Dave Starbuck. I'm retired.
Dave has lots of time on his hands, but make no mistake, in retirement, he's making the most of each day, hour, and second. You see, time is literally in his hands, almost around the clock at times.
What got you interested in clocks and watches?
I've always been fascinated with watches, even when I was a kid. I'd open them up and just sit there and watch them run.
After a long career doing other stuff, most of it mechanical, his pastime became his new hobby. After buying an old watch at an old-fashioned garage sale and having success bringing it back to life and selling it on the online garage sale known as eBay. Soon old clocks became his new obsession.
I bought a clock at a garage sale. It was in horrible condition and didn't know what I was going to do with it. Sat out in the garage for a few years until I come across a gentleman that owns a sign shop, and I asked him if he could redo the graphics on it. He said he thought he could, so we started into it, and it came out beautiful, and I've just been doing them ever since.
What's the feeling like when you get something that's old and nostalgic but too worn and to revitalize it?
It's very rewarding. I get a kick out of making somebody smile. I don't make very little money on it. Sometimes I don't even cover my costs, but that's not what it's about for me. It's just about the fun of redoing one and being successful at redoing one.
So good at what he does, he can even take us back in time by making clocks go backwards. Well, not on purpose.
Until you put one together and it runs backward. Time goes in reverse.
That was the one over there that ran in reverse, and I had to do some motor changing on it. But that particular clock that's behind your cameraman there, that has an old, very old motor in it, and what they call a spin start motor. You'd give it a little knob in the back, a spin, and it'll start. And it will run either way. It's got a very, very unique octagon case, which is why I kind of left it just original.
Finished ones go to friends and family or sell to someone a world away. And Dave just keeps on taking on more challenges. But like many of us who work from home, turning our dinner tables into workspaces, well, there is one internal clock that tells us when to stop.
What does she think of the kitchen being taken over by clocks?
This will be cleared off by the time it's supper time, so it's not usually an issue. And we've been married so long, she's used to my, hobbies and whatnot.
She knows it makes you tick.
Well, yeah, literally. I mean, she's pretty tolerant. I picked a good one.
So if you have the time or the desire to go back in time, check out Dave's work on his Facebook page and see what he's been doing with so much time on his hands. Thanks to our sponsors, Peterson Plumbing and Heating, QCA Pools and Spas, and Morrison Community Hospital.